Okay, an important video on 6 skincare mistakes you want to avoid making. First, grab your coffee, add a little bit of collagen powder, always a great thing, and remember, crush that like button below. Number 1, not layering hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid deserves all the credit and praises it gets as the mega moisturizer. It's one of my most popular items sold. People love the results of hyaluronic acids. It's important to have small and large molecule HAs in the single vial because absorption is key, but there are issues with it. Yes, it can hold 1,000 times its own molecular weight in water, but where does that moisture come from? It comes from one of 2 places, either the air or from within the body. So if you apply the hyaluronic acid in winter or a dry climate, we often hear in the comments below, those from Arizona, it may not work as well. Because the water comes from the environment or within the body, you can avoid this problem, which is drying out of the skin, by adding a moisturizer on top, and this will act as a barrier. If you don't, and you're in one of these dry, cold environments, hyaluronic acid goes digging for moisture from deep within the skin instead of at the surface. This depletes the moisture and is the opposite of what you want it to do. Yes, it's an antioxidant, so it has other effects other than drawing water in, but the immediate effect that people love and why they layer it is this ability to attract water. So make sure to add a moisturizer after and increase the humidity around you if needed. We'll talk about that in a moment. The next common mistake is storing of products. They are improperly stored. Remember, a lot of times you might have products that cost a fair bit of money. It's important to take care of them. Exposure of your products to UV and temperature variations, particularly warm temperatures, isn't good. Most products are fine at the range of natural cool and warm temperatures throughout the year, but if they receive direct sunlight on a hot day, they can heat up and it actually deactivates them very quickly. It's harder to mind temperature control when you travel, so that's why I always advocate having travel-sized items or keeping some of the products that are lower in a quantity, so when you travel you use them and then you can throw them out before you have to come home. In the plane, remember, they have extremes of temperature when they're stored below if you check your baggage in. Some people go the extra step and they keep them on them, especially if they're below the allotted size, and they can pass them through security. But pay particular attention to active ingredients such as vitamin C. I think growth factor skincare as well because it's more expensive, and your prescription retinols and antioxidants. I find alpha hydroxy acids, at least mine, it's very, very stable. My guess is most are. But the other ones I mentioned, they're quite finicky ingredients, so it's important to think about them when you're talking storage. Yes, some people have specific fridges to store them, but just keep extremes in mind. Expiration does certainly occur, and your products don't last forever. They do expire. How many times do I get people come in with products 5 years old? Time goes by quick. Keep in mind expirations. One other thing you can do is get these products in airless containers when possible. My vitamin C, for instance, it's probably the most sensitive of all my products, so I go through great time and effort to have a product container that's airless because oxygen can play a role for some of these products. Number 3, applying comedogenic ingredients, especially if you're acne prone. Comedogenic is just a fancy word for meaning clogging your pores. So if you're prone to breakouts or especially have oily skin, look for non-comedogenic, which means non-pore clogging formulas. Unfortunately, most brands won't market their products as such, but they might tell you it's formulated for acne-prone skin, and that would be a starting point to look for. However, some common skincare ingredients like cocoa butter, coconut oil, algae extract, lauric acid are just a few examples of high or extremely comedogenic ingredients, so keep an eye out for them. They do have nourishing and anti-aging benefits, but you can get those from a variety of other ingredients so that it won't clog your pores. Number 4, over exfoliating. In the quest for clear, smooth, bright skin, many of us over exfoliate. In the Western world, extremely common because we feel like we're trying to repair the skin, not maintain it. By applying these powerful chemical serums and physical scrubs every couple of days, or even more frequently for some people, they think that they're going to scrub those wrinkles away, or that red inflamed skin that feels tighter is good for them. The truth is, your skin doesn't replenish itself fast enough to endure that constant buffing or exfoliation of the outer cells. You have to let your skin cells live their short little lives before you can try peeling or scrubbing them away, or else you'll end up with reddened, irritated skin, since there are no baby cells waiting to ascend. There's a normal growth pattern of cells from deep to the external surface that occurs, and you have to allow time for that to happen. So start by scaling back your exfoliating to once a week at most is really all that's needed, and use gentle formulas. Number 5 is getting complacent once you see the results. We're so focused, especially in the Western world, in North America and United States, about getting to a result quickly and repairing as opposed to maintaining. Skincare is in fact a long game, and it can take months of dedicated use in order to see the results. This is especially true with anti-aging and resurfacing regimens. They're centered on retinols, anti-age brighteners, AHA advanced firming creams, and BHA or beta hydroxy acids. These are the ingredients I use for brown spot removal. It takes a long time to condition the skin to these potent ingredients and to fully turn over, quote unquote, to reveal the clear complexion. So regardless of which products you're using, you typically need to keep using them in order to maintain the result. If you hit the 60-day mark on a new retinol, for instance, and you think, okay, great, my skin looks good now, I'm all done, you can regress on your routine. That's the wrong way to think. The age spots that are below the skin are constantly waiting to come to the surface of the skin. So a regimen should be an ongoing commitment. Necessary adjustments will be made along the way. Rarely you will fully nix a genetic, environmental, or age-related issue without persistence and continued patience. The same thing goes for procedures, such as fractionated RF, IPLs. Procedures should occur over time. Number 6, I call dirty sleep. Sleeping is absolutely key to a great skincare exterior surface and a healthy dermis with good elastin and collagen. Many actives are placed at night, but it's all done in vain if your sleep environment is subpar. I'm talking too dry a room. Remember I mentioned maybe moisturizing your room, especially if you're on hyaluronic acid serums, unwashed pillowcases, dirty hair, never good. All of these things can wreak havoc on your skin. People don't think about this. Use a humidifier to add the moisture when you need, and that way the skin won't dry out or breakout. Yes, humidity helps prevent breakouts. Keep your pillowcases and hair clean in order to prevent bacterial end product buildup inside the pores and to in turn prevent the blemishes. A lot of people don't realize what's on the hair, on the sheets, actually gets not only on the skin, but can often be kind of massaged into the skin and deeper because people move as they sleep. Remember, often your most expensive products are placed on at night. Those are the products we depend on to do the heavy lifting, so the environment that they're exposed to all night long does play a big role. So there you have 5+1 skincare tips and things that you should avoid. Big mistakes I see all the time that prevent people from having beautiful, healthy, glowing skin. Stay tuned here. Put a complete playlist up here on things you can do at home. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.